The New York Liberty fell to the Minnesota Lynx 95-93 in overtime of the WNBA Finals Game 1. New York set a franchise record 32 points scored in that first quarter. They came out hot and played great for 3 quarters and a half. In that final frame, it was like night and day. Something changed and it was completely different with the way that the New York Liberty played basketball. They stopped taking care of that basketball. There were some careless turnovers on the end, and they got away from what got them there, which was the rebounding. They were rebounding the ball very well, but they were unable to secure the defensive rebound, which forced some offensive rebounds and essentially led to the Courtney Williams three-pointer, 4-point play where she was fouled by Sabrina Ionescu. I know a lot of Liberty fans will talk about the missed free throws at the end, but the honest story is that it shouldn't have got to that point for the Liberty to have to win the game on free throws. Breanna Stewart was definitely critical of herself and definitely wants those free throws back, but at the end of the day, they need to have short-term memory. It's a series. I know a lot of Liberty fans were left the arena, and it kind of felt like the finals last year when you could kind of hear a pin drop at Barclays Center. And you know how it is with 18,000 people in attendance. The official attendance for tonight's game actually was another sellout crowd of 17,732 people in attendance. The New York Liberty did an amazing job. The organization, the staff, everyone, just getting the fans ready, getting hype, and, you know, just preparation. But the New York Liberty did have some critical turnovers in the end that pretty much sealed the deal for them in this game. I do want to talk about Jonquel Jones, who did record a double-double. The New York Liberty were undefeated in the past 2 seasons when Jonquel Jones records a double-double. Unfortunately, tonight, JJ finished the game with 24 points, 10 rebounds, and just 3 assists. Those numbers are really similar to the game where the New York Liberty did defeat the Minnesota Lynx this season when Jonquel Jones had 24 points, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists, but unfortunately, it just was not enough. Breanna Stewart finished the game with 18 points, 9 rebounds to go along with 3 assists and 2 blocks. Again, it was those critical free throws in the end where Breanna Stewart was only able to knock down 1 of 2, which ultimately forced the game into overtime. Sabrina Ionescu scored 19 points with 5 rebounds and a postseason career-high 4 steals in Game 1. However, she did not shoot the ball as well and had some turnovers at the end. One of the key plays of the game was the foul on that 3-point play against Courtney Williams. The Liberty failed to score 80 points in all of the losses against Minnesota. Today, you guys score 80 points and go to overtime and, you know, lose the game. Is that discouraging in any way? And how do you guys just kind of like pick your heads up after a loss like this?
No, I mean, we lost last year in the semifinals, the first game here, and then we came back and we rallied and we grew. So, you know, you can't get too high or too low. That's just how it goes. You know, we're in the finals, like, against a really good team. You're not just going to walk up and win each game by 20. It's just not going to happen. Obviously, this was a really winnable game for us, which sucks, but it's going to help us, and it's all part of our story. We're going to be able to come back, grind, have a great day of practice, watch film, and just be better and have to win the next game.
Sabrina, you talk about if we say Courtney Williams hit big shots. Do you think there's anything specific the team can do to adjust in Game 2?
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll have adjustments, obviously, like we do in every series, game by game, just figuring out ways that we can continue to be better. But obviously, they're great players that are always going to make great shots.
Leonie Fiebich scored 17 points on 56% shooting. Another historic performance for Leonie Fiebich, but as you know, Leonie Fiebich does not like to speak about her own personal accolades, especially if it's in a loss.
I mean, for me, like, just the feeling out there when I get an offensive board, like, there's just scramble everywhere, right? Like, they're so drilled on what to do after an O-board. They're on our shooters, you know. I couldn't find Sab at any moment open in the game, or Stewie. Like, it's just, I don't know, they're just experienced and they know what to do.
Why do you think Sab was unable to just be as efficient as she's been all postseason long?
Yeah, I don't think we did a great job getting her open. They were top blocking many like staggers and screens, and we didn't have a counter I feel like when we took something away from them, they always had a counter, and we didn't really.
We knew going in that they were a great defensive team. You know, I'm not going to take anything away from them, but we have to make adjustments to be able to move the ball a little bit, get them from side to side, get paint touches, get open shots. I think, you know, unfortunately, our two stars, they had to rely on too many difficult shots, and you know that's on us to be able to get stuff better for them. And it's just an adjustment.
And then just for you, what do the next few hours, days look like? Like how long do you give yourself before you refocus?
I mean, I'm already refocused, to be honest. You know, like as soon as we got into that locker room, you know, to be honest, I've never been a part of a game like that. It was a very high, low, very, especially the end. But you know, I want to be that person for them to be able to lean on, and the one in the locker room that knows, like, okay, let's figure out a way to get through this together.
Courtney, John tonight.
Up next, the New York Liberty will seek payback on Sunday when they welcome the Minnesota Lynx again on their home floor.